Comparison is the thief of joy. Have you guys heard this before? I never really paid attention to this quote much until recently, and thinking about it now, it makes so much sense. Guys, we're all on our own journeys here. Okay, I know it's so hard to not compare yourself to someone else who has more money or a bigger house or a better job, more followers, whatever, right? We think, why don't I have those things? What did they do differently? How can I get there? But let me tell you something about that. There's someone who is looking at you thinking the same thing, and you don't even realize it. You have something that someone else wishes they had. Or think of it this way, you know you have something, or maybe even multiple things, that were probably just a dream a few years ago, and now you have it. And instead of remembering that, what do? We get used to that thing, and we start thinking about the next step. What's the next step? What's the next thing I'm going for? Well, if I just had this, or if I just had that. And it's okay to want things and to strive for better things or a better life. In fact, I encourage that. I think we always need to be working towards something, right? It keeps us moving and growing, but don't let it get you down. Be proud of your journey and be proud of where you are and where you're going and where you came from. You've already done amazing things. Keep it up. Be consistent, and you'll be surprised at where life takes you. Okay? I know we compare ourselves to other people, but what we don't see is the grind that they went through to get where they're at now, right? And honestly, I think the only difference between you or me or whoever is listening to this right now is that the other person just put in the work for much longer, right? They're like at level 50. You might be at level 5, but they've been doing this for a few years, and maybe you just started last month, right? And I think it's normal for us to just want that fast progress, just to keep things moving. Like, okay, I'm putting in the work, but there's going to be days where it's hard. There's going to be days where you want to quit, and that's anything, right? You know, content creation, working out, eating right, saving, like anything that is worth it is going to be a grind. It's going to take some time. But if you keep showing up and being consistent, I think you're going to see good things. And I don't think the difference between you or the other guy is talent or creativity. I believe we all have that, guys. I think the only difference is when things got tough for that person, or when they felt stupid, or they said, what's the point? They didn't quit. They just kept going. And I want to be the one to encourage you and myself as well, as I say this, to just keep going through that grind, through those hard days, and just keep showing up for yourself. Keep being consistent. Guys, that's the only difference between you and the successful person that you want to be, is that grind, is that consistency. So just keep showing up. I'm still growing and learning, and I want to continue to do so, right? But I can already look back at where I was and be surprised at the good things that have come to me. But you need to want them. If you saw my last video, you saw that I said you need to start, right? A dream with no action is just a wish. If you want something, go after it and be patient with it. Hard work pays off. Consistency pays off. I know we want immediate results. I'm guilty too, but trust the process. Keep showing up. Keep putting in the effort, and it will come to you. You might not get exactly what you want, but you could get something better too. I know God has a plan for me, and there are situations where I have gotten things that I didn't even know I wanted until it showed up. Things that I didn't even know were like a possibility, right? Just as an example, just a quick story. I remember applying for a job that I thought I really wanted a few years back. Did a couple interviews, nothing, right? Didn't get it, but then a few months later, I got an even better job with better pay. It was closer to home. Um, and I didn't even know this job was an option for me, right? But trust the process, guys. Keep showing up, and your future self will one day look back proud that you didn't quit and you got where you wanted to go. Okay, consistency, guys. I'm not even trying. I'm not trying to sell a course or anything here. It really is just like showing up and putting in the work and not quitting. And there's gonna be you get that dopamine hit when you start something new. Like, oh, this is new. This is exciting. I want to do well at this, and I want to do a good job, and I want to get somewhere with this. So you get that dopamine hit because it's all new, and that's awesome. But that dopamine is gonna wear off, and there are gonna be days where you're like, "What's the point? What is the point?" On those days is when you show up and you make the video, you go to the gym, you save the money, you put in the extra hours, whatever it is, whatever your goal is. Um, and I think it's good to share goals, guys. If you're listening to this and you want to, share your goals in the comments below. I think we were also meant to encourage one another. I think we were put here to encourage each other. So let us do that for you. If you have a goal you're working on, share that below if you want to. I'd love to read those. I'd love to see what people say. But yeah, guys, just consistency. Keep showing up. Guys, I also want to mention I started a newsletter too if you're interested. The link is on my front page. I made a post about it. I love the idea of writing when I can't get a video out. One of my goals is to write more and get more into writing. So if you guys want to subscribe or check that out, that'd be awesome. Remember, this is for me as much as it is for you. I'm not an expert in anything. I just love sharing my thoughts and getting my ideas out there with the hope of helping someone. Anyway, I love you guys. Keep grinding. Keep doing what you're doing. You got this, and I'll see you next time.